microcosm of world cultures in a rare platform. The third Nairobi Cultural Festival, organized by the Research Institute of Swahili Studies of Eastern Africa, an institute of National Museums of Kenya. The museum's mandate is collection, documentation, research and dissemination of Kenya's cultural and natural heritage. Held for the third time, this time with the theme World Heritage, Unity in Diversity, presentations in various formats emphasize on the need to coexist with or without our diverse cultural differences. The event marks the International Cultural Day, which is part of the collaboration of World Heritage. The National Museums of Kenya, in collaboration with related national and international agencies, as well as multinationals, work together to facilitate the platform. The Culture, Sports and Arts Ministry, the mother ministry of the National Museum of Kenya, who on the part of culture mandate is promotion of Kenya's diverse cultures for peaceful coexistence, preservation of Kenya's heritage, for national pride and harmony, forms part of the facilitation. The Cabinet Secretary in innuendo, referring to recent insecurity incidents in northeastern Kenya, emphasized that coexistence is not an option but a must. He mentioned the role of peace festivals, besides the rich Kenyan cultures, both prehistoric and present.
It gives you a very different contact to these people. For young people, for the young children, it's an eye-opener. It gives you an opportunity to appreciate the diversity of the world. So to the folks who say they only want to deal with Muslims alone and they don't want diversity of this great nation, we say shame on you and we'll never listen to you. We are one. And Kenya will never be divided. And this show is a show of unity, not only amongst Kenyans, but with our friends from different countries. Kenya is a very rich culture in heritage. We normally say at the museum here, we have culture below the ground and culture above the ground. Culture below the ground is the archaeological stuff. Kenya has a very important world heritage here in its store. Culture above the ground, more than 42 vibrant, colorful, wonderful tribes are found in this country.
The National Museums of Kenya is a government agency in charge of heritage management, and as it organizes the event, you will feel at home, as Kenya is the cradle of mankind. Or where else can such an event take place? In this rich evidence lies the bones of your ancestors, and therefore, being close to them, we must not conflict, but make peace, however diverse we are.
Despite our different origins, we all have similar likes, we have similar issues to deal with. We each enjoy each other's company, we enjoy different foods and drinks, we enjoy good entertainment, we like an interesting talk, and we like to have a good time and enjoy ourselves. The National Museums of Kenya does not lose sight of the fact that our work in paleontology, in human evolution, has presented solid evidence that Kenya is the cradle of mankind. So it is just apt that in all our diversity, we are today united here at the National Museum. As we now say at the National Museums, you're all welcome back home. Kenya is the home of all of us.
We may be different colors, different places all over the world, but we are one. Not forgetting that we are in a country where we say, and we have done a lot of work in that area, that humans originated from here. So we are one people.
UNESCO, the UN agency whose mandate and objective in the area of culture is recognition, awareness and respect for diversity, has been working with the National Museums of Kenya to create a platform where cultural diversity can be realized.
As you can imagine that you don't have to go to Indonesia in order to understand what is the culture of Indonesia. You don't have to go to America. You don't have to go to Botswana. That we can be able to provide a platform for creating awareness for the different cultures here. And we also think that by doing this, we can also provide an example to Kenya itself that it is through the diversity of our cultural expression and the understanding of each other's culture and respect for each other's culture that we can be together as one. This is the objective of this particular exhibition, that in unity, that in understanding each other's culture, we can work together better.
As the festival gathers momentum, these Nigerians display their prowess in percussion rhythms. With about 180 million strong Nigerian population, diversity in culture is expected, notable being in music, cuisine, textile and film production, with their numerous soap operas dotting the Kenyan broadcast media. This cultural troupe, based in Nairobi, normally performs to promote the Nigerian culture and for entertainment purposes. The performers are from the Igbo tribe, one of the largest ethnic communities in Nigeria. You'll be at home with these Nigerian dishes if you're a Kenyan. Most of Nigerian cuisines compare very well with the Kenyan cuisines. Most of it comes from agricultural production that constitutes 70% of Nigerian employment. Every fourth person is a Chinese according to the World Population Statistics. You may not tell this when you meet them at the cultural pavilion, but the influence they now have in the lives of Kenyans is immense. Chinese language was thought in Kenya to be the most difficult language in the world. These performing artists come from Nairobi University's Confucius Institute, named after the Chinese philosopher Confucius, who lived 551 to 479 BC, and whose philosophy is the base of Chinese culture. This group sings in the language as if it is one of Kenya's ethnic languages.
Ready, steady, go!
There was a great squawking and snarling as the animals splashed into the water. Overhead, dragon crawled through the clouds.
You'll also learn more of the Chinese culture from this performance. The reference point of the play is the Chinese zodiac, where each year of Chinese calendar is named after an animal. Legend has it that the Chinese calendar has 12 years, named when a legendary emperor subjected animals to a great race through a river. The years then were named after the 12 animals that won the race. These are the kind of folktales, the likes of Luanda Magere, Wangu wa Makeri, or Mekatilili wa Menza. Such advanced countries may not seem to have such tales, reminiscent of our African tradition, but this one confirms so. After all, we are all Kenyans, unless you have facts with an evidentiary threshold of the level of fossils of the National Museums of Kenya. Adorned in this traditionally Kenyan Maasai attire are these artists. They perform a blend of traditional Maasai music with their characteristic Moran jumping, while women rhythmically swing and shake their beaded neck gear. The instrumental is modern Kenyan music, showing how dynamic the transformation of music, attire and dance is. The group is sponsored by Child Fund Kenya, an NGO providing assistance to deprived, excluded and vulnerable children together with their guardians. The NGO supports 1 million people from 25 counties in Kenya.
We are presenting the Maka and Emali project. There are 60 women, Maasai and Kamba women, producing beautiful pieces of quality pieces of beads, and they work and they export their pieces to New Zealand. They sell the pieces also in Serena hotels and in the store for the National Museum.
Get it louder, clearly. Every day I wonder when to make a taste, really. Even if we make, doesn't make sense gradually. Yeah, doesn't make sense gradually.
And you think music transformation is only happening in traditional music? You're mistaken. These artists are using rapping, a kind of music and culture formed during the 1970s, when block parties became increasingly popular in New York City, particularly among Afro-American youth. While the origins of rap were about partying, this youth group is using it to convey a conservation message. Maybe more need to be composed by this group and others and convey messages of world heritage, unity in diversity. The group is funded by the Swiss government and uses music to raise funds.
On and on and on. Together we can make it. Keep on moving strong. Together we can make it. Thank you so much.
The Mexican sombrero dance represents the courtship of a man and a woman, with the woman first rejecting the man's advances, then eventually accepting them. It once became so popular that at one point it was declared the national folk dance. As name suggests, the attire is not without the sombrero type of wide-brimmed hat in Mexico. The hat originated from Spain, while American cowboys who used to ride on horsebacks generalized the word to mean just about any brimmed hat. Though singing in modern choir, this German community choir sings a traditional song. Germany may have lost most of its tradition, but some regions like Bavaria still hold on to culture. This is a traditional German song from Bavaria County. The Spaniards, true to the adventurous history of exploration of the 15th century. They and the Portuguese were the pioneers of exploration expeditions. The Spanish culture is known for flamenco music and dance, bullfights and fantastic beaches. Flamenco dance dating back to the Middle Ages of the Iberian Peninsula is a form of folk music from Andalusia region of South Spain. The Spanish culture is one of European cultures based on a variety of historical influences, primarily that of ancient Rome. different countries presented their cultural diversity with unity in diversity in unique styles. For the Philippines, the establishment of good relations is achieved by presence of the multinational company investments in Kenya. ADEC is a Philippine company that has invested in Kenya. Currently, they are based in Athi River, employing 125 employees with a projection of 1,500 employees in their 6th year. Their company is one of the sponsors of this World Heritage Unity in Diversity platform.
We are really trying our very best to establish the very good connection between Philippines and Kenya. But in diplomacy, it is people that is the most important thing. The people-to-people diplomacy is the most important component of diplomacy, and this is the best mechanism that we can make use of in such a way as, one, we can create attention, and then I for Ida, interest. We would really like that this attention will become an interest, and then later on we would like to convert it into a desire, and after a desire we would like that all of you can act together. So in this way, we can attain what the Switzerland ambassador said, we are one.
Perhaps the World Heritage and Unity in Diversity is best represented by the United States' presence. As the U.S. Public Affairs Consular stated, all the citizens of the world live in the U.S., as it is a nation of immigrants.
Citizens of all these countries that you see here today live in the United States. The U.S. is a nation of immigrants, as is Kenya, and it's important through the mechanism of culture and days like this that we learn about each other, that we're able to get together, live together better and get along together, as our Swiss representative said, in these tough times especially.
Indonesia is the most populous Muslim country in the world, and its presence in this World Heritage Unity in Diversity Forum is to represent a nation country as well as religion Islam and its influence in culture. An Asian-African commemoration event for relationship between Asians and Africans takes place in Jakarta, Indonesia.
So we would like to mentioning about the spirit of the Asian of African. Actually, we will be hosted also the Asian African Commemoration Conference in Jakarta, started tomorrow. So it is a part of the spirit of the Asian Africa, which is held in Nairobi, in Kenya. Even though that geographically we are quite far from Kenya itself, but the hearts of Kenya is in the heart of Indonesia also.
Our brothers, the Somali, may have many political challenges, but they do not deter them to strive for unity in diversity. This could be a beginning of the realization of peace in their country.
We're very much happy to participate in this kind of cultural diversity and share our culture with the rest of the world, the rest of participants. I see it was a very important event, and we have gained a lot of experience from the participants moving around, and we have also brought our culture that people can share with us.
Given a chance, different nationalities will talk about their countries and what they are proud of.
I'm Evita, I'm from Spain. I am bringing Spanish wines into Kenya. My company is called Sabor Español, Taste of Spain, translated into English. I come from Spain, from the north region of Spain. And it's a country that is very rich in food, in everything. We have beautiful beaches, we have beautiful food, beautiful wines. And I think Kenya should know a little bit about my country, because Spain is like a stranger for Kenyan people.
As I say, this is Evita, my wife. We've decided to bring the taste of Spain here to Kenya. After living in Spain for many years, appreciating Spanish cuisine and Spanish wine, we've decided to bring a taste of it here to Kenya. The only wine? Yeah, our wine is exclusively from Spain.
The same product from the same?
From Spain.
Is it the only brand? There are many brands?
No, there are many different kinds of wines. We've brought wines from the emblematic regions of Spain. So from the north, from the east, from the west, and from the south as well. A good representation of Spain in terms of wine.
My name is Miriam. I'm Spanish, and I'm here working for Mas Morillos. It's a Spanish NGO that works in Kibera mainly, and in other slums around Nairobi also, and that have a children's home since last December in Tala, Machacos.
We are here for the third time in this cultural event. And Switzerland is special because we have 4 different languages. We actually have also different cultures, but we still feel as one. So there is the German, the French, the Italian, and even in the mountains they speak Romansh. And we came here to exhibit our main product that is known everywhere, and I would say the best in the world. We have Swiss chocolate. It has milk and cacao and whole nuts in it, and it's just the best in the world, I would say. And it melts very fast, so you have to eat it very fast as well. So I'd better take a bite now. Very good.
Hi, my name is Ona, and I work at the Swiss Embassy. And this here is called Birkenmiesi. It's a traditional Swiss food. You can have it either for breakfast or also on a hot summer day we would have it for dinner. It's yogurt and different fruits. It depends on the season. You just add the fruit you have at home, and then it's mainly it's cereal. You first.
Not me.
Me.
Because I want to take that.
It's nice, it's fruity.
My name is Anne Van Lowe. I live in Kenya, and today I'm representing Nigerian Embassy in terms of Nigerian cuisine because I'm very good at making Nigerian food.
My name is Wensha Tariku. I'm from Tariku's and Herabiti Salon, which is situated at ABC Place. Textile, it's handmade woven cotton. Handmade, yeah.
Not machine?
Pure cotton, handmade woven, which you're going to wear. It's like a scarf.
Hii kikundi yetu inaitwa Maka ya Mali. Tulikuja kama kikundi tumechanganyikana na Wakamba. We have the weavers ambao wanatengeneza chondo. We have crafts ambao wanachonga hizi vitu, and us beaders ambao tunatengeneza.
Okay, my name is Dustin Musyoka. I work with Child Fund Kenya in Mali. This project, Maka Mali, started in the year 2014, April. That's the first time they sold their products. Right now, we have sold products to different parts of this country and also outside Kenya.
And as people from different nationalities share experiences, one thing stands out. All that is world heritage, and the more different we are, the more we can learn from each other, and the more we can benefit from our differences. World heritage, world unity in diversity.